Hello, welcome to my show. Welcome to July, and welcome to whatever time it is in your day where you are. It is 8 o'clock here in Ireland, and today has been half and half, meaning weather wise. And you always talk about the weather in Ireland, it's just the thing you do. So, oh, hello, Patty. Hi, Scott. So the weather here, the first part of the day was winter, and the second part of the day was summer. So now we're in the last few hours of summer. And the thing I really love the most about an Irish summer is how long the days are. And there's just so much light. Scott, it's so good to see you. I hope you're enjoying Cyprus. And today, no, every week, I seem to be experimenting with some sort of technology in this room. And I've gone to the heights of complication where, hi Osama, where I was trying to hook up my DSLR camera to use it as a webcam, hook it up to my computer, and have this program that I use called Restream.io that multi-streams to YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. And thank you everybody for tuning in on those platforms. I really, really appreciate it. And it's nice to have you here from wherever you may be tuning in. Anyway, so part of the reason I was doing that is because it's just, the computer camera is just not ideal, right? And then I'm a filmmaker and a musician, so I'm always going to want to go for top quality image and top quality sound. And so then I tried to do that and I didn't have the right cable, even though I did have the right cable. So then I got this other cable and I still can't work the camera hooked up to the computer. So I gave that up. And then I said, oh, I'll use, because I have two iPhones. So I said, I'll use one of the iPhones. Oh, because I can't multi stream to Instagram. So there has to be a different device. Don't you love this introduction of technology? Welcome to um, live streaming technology with Ingrid. That's the first segment of this here show. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I also have a very nice microphone that I was hooking up to the computer. So as of last week, I had the computer across the room because the fan in it is really, it bothers me because it's so loud, so it really interferes with the sound. So I had the computer on the other side of the room and I got nice long cables, the right kind of cables. And then I had the, what is that called? I always forget what it's called. The thing that you put in front of the microphone in the recording studio to isolate the sound. Scott, you obviously know what that is. Anyway, I have one of those. So I put that. Hi, Shante. So I put that in front of the computer over there and then hooked up all these other things. And now I have light. So then all that to say that today I have completely simplified and I'm just using the two iPhones because the sound on them is not as good as this microphone. But last week I had trouble with the fancy pants microphone because I brought you into the world of my world of opera with one song that I love so much, and it overloaded the microphone. So even though it sounded good on Instagram, it was a little crispy everywhere else. So I'm not going to do any opera this week, but still, I just thought for simplicity's sake and image quality and without the fan and without me having to jump over all those cables and then run back here and not trip on any of them so I can be on the seat after I turn that on. Anyway, bonjour Thierry, bonsoir, pardon. So welcome. And also I'm wearing a hat because any day that starts as a hat day has to end as a hat day because of hat hair. So you're welcome. Hi, Michael. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, and also the other thing is I thought today was the second, and I thought the second was Thursday. So I have half of that right. Just like Irish weather in July. Half of the day is summer and half of the day is winter. Anyway, it's not Friday today, it's Thursday, and it's not the second, it's the first. Tomorrow it will be very many moons since I first set foot on California soil. So I always like to celebrate that day because it was a very special day for me. Because I arrived in the land of my heart. You know, it's just like with friends and family, is you in your life as you grow up, you end up choosing and finding friends that become your family, and then you just may not be that close with blood related people. So anyway, in a way, that's what California is to me, is my chosen family or my chosen home. And I haven't been there in, I was there for the Grammys. I just totally name dropped right there. If Grammys was a famous person, that was just a first degree name drop. But I was at the Grammys, and if you ever want to know about my experience there, I'm happy to share. But I don't want to just talk all day today. I want to sing some songs as well. But that to say that the last time I was in California was last January. So whatever that was, January 2020. Yeah. And I miss it often, but with a person of my um, life architecture, I'm always somewhere interesting, and wherever I am, I'm always missing some place or some person. So that's just sort of part of the curse of the nomad, I guess. I am a little bit of a nomad, I suppose. But anyway, um, I promised to tell you a little bit about my California story, but now I don't know if I should. I do like to keep my promises though. So why don't we do that? I'll play you a song and then I'll tell you a little bit. And then I will decide which parts I want to tell you about. But one thing's for sure is it's gonna be a love story. So stay tuned. Instead of a commercial break, I will play a song for you. So this song I wrote, um, it sort of began like this actually. I just kept doodling this. And then I think, let me think, because if you're following me on Instagram and Facebook, I posted a throwback story from 2 years ago this summer when I was in San Francisco for the premiere of my first feature film. And we had a very exciting run, like, you know, premiere in New York and Los Angeles. And I got to wear a very nice dress and do the Q&A. And just aside from those sort of candy-like experiences, it was very satisfying to have finished such a big project, because I had directed the film and we filmed on 3 continents, 4 countries, over a span of, I think, about 3 or 4 months. But then the editing was happened in Paris, and that's how I ended up being in Paris. Anyway, so I was in San Francisco and I was staying with some dear friends, and they have a piano that was just getting refurbished. And I mean, like, the kind of refurbishment that every piano, old piano, dreams about, like new strings and new pads and new hammers. And so it was very exciting. So I started doodling on that piano, and this was at April's house. If April is going to watch this song started on your piano, April. Okay. So it just started like this, and I reposted that story from 2 years ago with this doodle. So I just want to show you what this doodle became. So I started the song in San Francisco, in Mill Valley actually, which I love, my old home. And then I finished it. No, I didn't finish it. I wrote a good chunk of it in Romania, because I went to Romania afterwards. And then I finished it in Paris. So it's a multinational, bicontinental piece of music. Bonjour Antoine. Hi Neda. Hello Christopher. Oh, je suis très joyeux de te voir. My French is not so good maintenant, mais j'essaie. Okay, so back to the song that started with this. Salut Claudio. Coucou Antoine. So it's a song about love in a place in the middle of the sea. And it can be California, or maybe I was prophesying with my own song about a land in the middle of the sea, an island. Maybe it was Ireland I was singing about. Oui, oui, il faut bosser mon français, c'est vrai. We have to practice. Okay. Alors, le chanson. That means, okay, the song. My live shows are not becoming French lessons, except for just right then. Maintenant, le chanson. Right now, the song. Okay. Merci. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So that song is now complete. Although I might want to add an instrumental section to it. We'll see. Merci Antoine. Je suis très joyeux que mon chanson te plaît. How's that? Is that good? Maybe I just need to sing first and then the French sort of comes back. Oui, tendre, c'est vrai. Alors, so I will tell you this little story because it seems, well, I like to think about things. So I spend a lot of time in silence or listening to just the world or the birds or the bugs or the grass or smelling flowers or something. You know, just I'm very much an earth child that way because those are the things that I enjoy very much. So I got to thinking about all of my moving because this is now the fourth country that I've made home. And I never thought that any place where I was would be temporary. I always thought, oh, I'm home. And then I'm like, oh, I have to go. And then I'd arrive someplace else, oh, I'm home. And then after a while, I'd have to leave. So it just, as a storyteller, I always look for the bigger picture and the thread that unites all of these actions of mine or all of these, I don't know, destiny maybe. And it's got me thinking about how every single grand leap, every single big movement I've made to get out of bad love and not just that, but I think it was a mixture of running away from anything that made me feel sad, obviously, and imprisoned, to something that to me felt free. Because within freedom, and you can, for me, I just felt like within freedom, you can always draw the map and decide where you want to go. Now, whether that works or not, I don't know. But it's what I've done. So it just makes me think that I should maybe write a song, probably a country song, something with the expression like running from bad love, running towards freedom or something. I don't know. Maybe not that cheesy, but it's not. I mean, it's not cheesy. It is cheesy, but it's true. Sometimes cheesy is true. So I want to play another song for you today. So I think that's all I want to tell you about that. Other than when I left Romania, I had no intention of staying in California. But then I got to California and I took one breath and I was like, I'm free. So it's the subconscious, I guess, that had all those unspoken thoughts that now, 2 decades later, I can understand more. So let me play another song for you. And I think, how about I play Leaves for you? I haven't played that one in a while. And now that it's out in the world on Spotify, oh, thank you, Christopher. So it's out everywhere. It's on Apple Music, it's on Spotify, it's on Pandora if you're in the United States and Australia. It's on, what else is it on? Oh, Bandcamp. It's on Bandcamp if you want the nice high resolution sound. It's very pretty. And big props to Gavin Glass, who engineered it for me. We recorded it together here in just in a little village on the edge of the sea. And we had so much fun. we had just so much fun. I just played all the instruments, and he's like, "Oh, how about play this?" I said, "Sure, play that," and then it was great. So, if only all recording sessions could go that way, that would be just perfect. And then another really wonderful big thanks to Michael Winger, who is my ever music business advisor and sanity, not enforcer, but helper with my artistic endeavors. And he also mixed the song, so he did a really nice job. And then my friend Michael Romanowski, who was a fantastic mixing engineer, mastering, sorry, in San Francisco. He just made the song quite nice. So if you want to listen to all of that goodness coming together, you may do so. If you want high def, that's going to be on Bandcamp, and then everywhere else is in probably MP3 type format, starting from free on Spotify to pay what you want on Bandcamp. Okay. Now, since I'm talking about business stuff, should you like to contribute today to the tip jar, you are more than welcome and encouraged and thanked for. And those possibilities are on PayPal at paypal.me/Ingrid Servan or Venmo at venmo.com/Ingrid-Servan. Okay, now, without further ado, I shall play for you Leaves. Now it'll start. There it is. I found it. The leaves on the tree are falling down. I sit and I wait for you to call. The baby next door is crying still. Nobody knows I'm here, all alone. The things that last forever, they fade when evening comes. My heart is not that clever to see right through all of the lies. The leaves on the tree are turning green. I leave my bed still warm. It's time to go. It's time to go. I pack my bag and close the door. I listen to the wind. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Thank you. Hi, Lonnie. Thank you so much. So this concludes today's show. I'm going to let you go a little bit early today um, because we don't really have time for make up a song on the spot from your words, but maybe we'll do that next week. But I want to thank you so much for tuning in, for taking time out of your day. And oh, thank you, Patty. It gets better every time. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Lonnie. I appreciate you tuning in. So it's a privilege to have your attention and your appreciation. And might I even be so bold as to say love? Why not? Maybe you have it. And if you have it, I thank you. And I send it in return. So next week, if you'd like to tune in, same place, same time. Well, the places of your choosing, same device, or the device of your choosing. Jeez, we have so many options now, don't we? Anyway, I hope to see you again next week. And again, if you'd like to contribute to the tip jar, you're more than welcome to either on Venmo or on PayPal. And those are very easy links. Just my name, Ingrid Serban, or on Venmo, Ingrid-Serban. But if you're having trouble and you're like, I really want to give Ingrid a tip, but I don't know the link, just private message me and or comment below the video, and I will post it. So I am wishing you a wonderful 1st of July. I hope the sun is shining, if not outside, then in your heart. And I hope you feel hopeful and happy about the rest of the day and the rest of the month and maybe the rest of the year and maybe the rest of the decade and so on and so on. Hi, Mark. Mark, we're just ending here now, but I will post the video as a Instagram live video, so hopefully you can enjoy it there. And I bid you adieu, un peu de français at the end of my show. Okay, bye. There's always this moment at the end where I'm like, okay, end stream.